10th part of when your psycho ex came back and threatened you to leave your husband. Author point of view. Jungkook growled at the teasing of Ingrid, but what she said made him narrow his eyes at her. JK, what do you mean? She stood tall, knowing that Jungkook hates to be left in the mid. Ingrid, don't you think we are chasing useless dreams? Stepping near, she placed her hand on his chest. Ingrid, I will never get Taehyung's love, and you will never. She choked when he suddenly grabbed her. JK, I get what I want, Ingrid. Ingrid, she loved Taehyung. His thumb pressing her windpipe. JK, once her all love was for me, and I will get it back. It's not a big deal for girls to change their master, right? His words and mocking smirk broke something inside her. He set her free and she was coughing to ease the burning sensation in her throat. JK, get into car. We can do this on the way to there. He walked out while she stared at his bag. All he cares for was his needs and nothing else. You were at Mac's place for the last 2 days. Jan, when will they find Jungkook? You asked to Taehyung while laying down with your head down. Soon, princess, you just focus on me and our baby. His hand was moving at your back. Jan, and what are you focused on? Placing your chin, you looked at him. Ta, making them twins. You hit him playfully while your face was blushing. Ta, hey, I will tell my baby that you how cruel you are. Jan, you are more cruel. He laid you on your back and hovered. Ta, really? He had fixed your hands above your head. Yes, really. He leaned. Jan, Taehyung, you gasped at his naughty acts. Ta, let me show you how cruel I can be. You were shifting under his control. He glared. Ta, you are provoking me. Princess wanted more than me. You pouted with innocence in your eyes. Jan, yes, but only one time. Ta, I will make sure that you will demand for another round too. You giggled, and after an hour you were tired, but he still looked like he can go for another 3 rounds. Jan, what do you eat? Or are you a vampire? He laughed at your questions. Jan, now I am hungry. You screamed dramatically when he bit on your nose. The hungry puppy. Jan, and you hungry bear. He again got closer. Ta, but I am not hungry for food. Jan, Taehyung, you whine. Ta, but you will get fruits only. He helped you and brought fruits for you. To take a call, he came out of the room. After a few minutes, he heard some voices and headed to them. Max, keep in your mind, no one should get hurt. All four will not be at any of your point. Dehan could not understand him. God, they said they will reach soon, but they are late. Dehan took another step. Max, I just talked with Jungkook. They are coming. His words were blast to his senses. He was in Lion's den and he thought he was safe. He came back to his room and you were munching on fruits. Jan, they don't taste good, but I am eating them for our baby. He strode to cupboard and pulled out his bag. You stopped eating when you saw him taking out his Jan. Taehyung, what happened? Now you noticed his white face. He came to you, stuffed your feet in comfy shoes. Jan, please tell me Taehyung. Ta, we will leave right now. You, being shocked, left the bed. He opened the door and looked outside. Ta, come. You went after him. He wrapped you with his arm. Jan, why are we living like this? Ta, because we trusted a wrong person. Holding your hand, Taehyung came out of the mansion. Jan, where will we go? Ta, I know a safe place, don't worry. He had nothing in his mouth, but he cannot say that to you. All cars were locked, and his car was not there. He saw a guard and attacked him. Taking car keys from him, he unlocked the car, but other guards at the roof saw them. Jan, you go first. Jan, what? No. He forcefully settled you in driver's seat. Jan, you also come down, please. Guards were yelling and rushing to them. Jan, not without. He's against yours. Cheers, missing in. Yata, for our baby Jan, you have to do this. You were crying when he shut the door and started the guards, but there were so many. You drove away. Your knuckles turning white as you had tightened your hands around the steering wheel. Shan, where do I go? Station? A car suddenly crossed yours and came in way. You halted with a jerk. Ingrid stepped out of that car. Jan, this lady. You tried to pull back your car, but some vehicle stopped at the back of your car too. You were stuck. Ingrid was coming to you, and your eyes at her. Removing the seat belt, you stepped out. Ingrid was impressed by your brave act. Jan, why you two don't leave us alone? Approaching her, you slapped her. She shockingly looked back to you. Ingrid, how dared you? You held her hand in the midway and again slapped her. She was seething in anger now. She grabbed you by your neck and pushed you over the car's bonnet. Ingrid, you little thing. What special do you have that two men are so blind after you? You hit your knee in her and she backed off. A wave of nausea was covering you. She got back to you and you. Losing the balance, you fell down. Jean, don't hurt my baby. Ingrid, then how will Dehang forget you? You curled your legs to your stomach when she started you mercilessly. Jan, don't. You heard another car stopped nearby. JK, Ingrid, stop. With extreme anger on his face, he was running towards them. Ingrid attacks. Stopped at his voice. Ingrid, Jungkook, you got Dehang? She hit the road beside you when an ear-wrenching slap was given by Jungkook. Hey JK, Jan. He crouched near you and held your face in his hands. Your nose was big and your lip was stiff. JK, oh no, my rose. He glared at Ingrid, who was stuck to road and was staring at his hand. JK, I want you to not touch her. He yelled and lifted you in his arms. Jan, Tehang, where is he? Ignoring your words, he placed you inside the car while Ingrid was pulled up by Jungkook's. He carefully put you on the bed. You were half conscious. Doctor checked you and it was all fine. After half an hour, you were in your senses and then started screaming. Jungkook came in. JK, what's wrong with you? Climbing down the bed, you attacked his collar. JK, where is Taehong? What you did with him? He tightly held your hands and took you back to bed. JK, I am warning you, don't say his name again. You sealed your lips in fear. He grabbed a chair from the side table. You tried to move away from when he sat on the bed, but he kept you in your place. JK, you are back where you belong to. He applied the gel on your face that had a bruise. JK, get used to of it. You cried and begged when he was looking for other bruises. He laughed. JK, shy? Huh? It's okay, my rose. I had already seen it. Your power was nothing in front of him, and you were a crying mess, but he did not care. You covered yourself, and Jungkook, rest well, Yan, and he left after that. After a week, you were provided everything dresses, food, books to read, but you were caged in that room. You remembered how hungry you were when Taehong, but now you had no appetite. Jungkook visits you each day, but never tell you anything about Taehong. Yan, he cannot die. Your hand rested on your Yan. Your dad will be fine. Please, Dihang, I cannot live without you. Depression was growing inside you. A maid came with food. Jean, I don't want it. Maid, please, ma'am, for your child. You shake your head. Jean, I am not hungry. Maid, for your husband, ma'am. She looked up and she nodded in assurance. That was a new face. Her eyes soft. She laughed and you stared at the food. With trembling hands, you picked the empty plate and gasped when you saw a page folded under it. Your heart pounding in your chest when you opened it. Hey, princess, I am fine. Eat the food, especially fruits. I will not forgive you if my baby will be any less beautiful than you. And yeah, I am coming soon to save you and then tired you. Your hand covered your mouth as you were reading the letters again and again. His handwriting, his words. You can see him through them. You were smiling and crying. Jan, Tehang. To be continued. Yay, our Tehang is all fine. Thanks for watching and love you all.